sitting might be the most dangerous thing you do every day.
Doctors are now calling it the new smoking. Not a disease, not a diet, just sitting. The average person spends between 9 and 12 hours a day seated, at a desk, in a car, on a couch, and science says that's quietly dismantling your body, 1 hour at a time. You don't feel it happening. That's what makes it so dangerous. Here's what starts happening the moment you sit down and don't move. After just 20 minutes, blood flow to your legs slows significantly. Your largest muscle groups, glutes, hamstrings, quads, go electrically silent. They stop contracting, stop burning fuel, and lipoprotein lipase, the enzyme responsible for breaking down fat in your blood, drops by up to 90%. That means fat that should be processed starts circulating freely. Blood sugar regulation also takes a hit. Even studies show that sitting for 2 hours after a meal blunts your insulin response. Your cells become less efficient at absorbing glucose. Multiply that across every day for years and you've built the foundation for type 2 diabetes. And it doesn't matter if you exercise. Research from the Mayo Clinic found that people who sat the most had significantly worse metabolic markers, even those who worked out regularly. Your spine was not designed to sit. When you stand, the pressure on your lumbar discs, the cushions between your vertebrae, is at a manageable level. The moment you sit and slouch, that pressure increases by up to 40%. Over years, this compresses and degenerates the discs, leading to chronic lower back pain. Now, the #1 cause of disability worldwide. Your hip flexors, which connect your thighs to your lower spine, shorten and tighten from hours of flexion. This pulls the pelvis forward, creates an anterior tilt, and throws your entire posture chain out of alignment. Neck, shoulders, lower back, all affected. And here's the part nobody talks about. When you're slumped forward, your lungs can't fully expand. You're breathing at reduced capacity. Your diaphragm is compressed, less oxygen reaches your brain. This is why you feel foggy and sluggish after hours at a desk. It's not just boredom, it's biology.
Real quick, if you're watching this while sitting down, you might want to stand up for the next part.
And while you do, hit subscribe. We break down what your body is silently going through on this channel. Now let's talk about your heart, your brain, and what long-term sitting does that even exercise can't fully undo. Now, the long game. A landmark study published in the Annals of Internal Medicine tracked over 8,000 adults and found that those who sat for more than 13 hours a day had a 200% higher risk of early death than those who sat the least. Not because they didn't exercise, but because unbroken sitting, regardless of fitness level, creates chronic low-grade physiological stress. Your cardiovascular system suffers. Sitting compresses blood vessels in the legs, promoting poor circulation and dramatically increasing the risk of deep vein thrombosis, dangerous blood clots that can travel to the lungs. Your brain takes a long-term hit too. Neuroimaging studies from UCLA found that prolonged sitting was associated with thinning of the medial temporal lobe, the region critical for memory formation. People who sat the most showed signs of brain aging that couldn't be explained by physical activity levels alone. And the cancer link. The American Cancer Society found that women who sat more than 6 hours daily had a 10% higher risk of cancer overall. For men, the risk included colorectal and lung cancer. Sitting is not neutral. It is an active risk factor. The fix isn't a standing desk or a gym membership. Research shows that breaking up sitting with just 2 minutes of light movement every 30 minutes dramatically reverses most of these effects. Walk to get water, stand during calls, set a timer. Your muscles reactivate, blood flow restores, and your metabolism re-engages almost immediately. You don't need to run a marathon. You just need to stop being still for so long. The human body was engineered to move. Every hour you don't. It's paying a price you can't always see. Stand up right now if you haven't already. Seriously, this counts as your first break. Subscribe so you never miss a video like this. And comment below, how many hours a day do you think you actually sit? I'm genuinely curious.